Good day, my people. This is Africa Edge TV. We are here to update you about the reserved Supreme Court judgment on June 13 that was delivered earlier today by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has finally granted financial autonomy to 774 local government areas in Nigeria. This is awaited judgment that people have been glaring for, and today, this has put smile on some people, but another thing for the governors. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the federal government, which sought full autonomy and direct fund allocation to the local government areas. The court declared that the appointment of caretaker committees by the governor to run the affair of the local government areas is unconstitutional. We can see that this judgment about the appointment of caretaker committee will solve some states that are in trouble by now. Let's say about Osun State and Rivers State presently. The court also ruled that the funds meant for the local government must be paid directly to them from the federation account. The ruling implies that state governors will no longer have control over the local government funds and will not be able to unilaterally dissolve local government council. According to Supreme Court ruling today, the following is expected to occur after the judgment in local government autonomy. Number one, the local government council will be fully independent of the state government. According to this, the local government council will be fully independent of the state government. State government will not have anything to do with local government in terms of politics. Local government council will be receiving their funding directly from the federation account instead of the state government. The state government will now, there will now be a little interference, I mean a full not interference in the affair of the local government areas now. And again, the state government will no longer be able to unilaterally really dissolve local government care council or appoint caretaker committees. You can see that some months ago in Rivers State, there is this agitation that the state government want to remove all the elected local government council chairman, which was put there by the former governor of Rivers State, that is Wike. And Fubara want to remove them and it get to Court of Appeal now. We have not heard about the Supreme Court judgment, the Supreme Court now, but this have solved that problem now. And again, the local government council will be governed by the democratically elected officials. The local government council that is controlled by the governor before, everything that is controlled by the governor will now be controlled by the democratically elected officials of the local council area. The State House of Assembly will no longer have power to make laws that interfere with the funds meant for the local government council. Viewers, I think at this point we have to say something about this. Is it good for our nation or not that the State House of Assembly will no longer have power to make laws that will interfere with the funds meant for the local government? If state governor cannot, if state governor and House of Assembly will no longer have power to make laws or execute power on local government, who or which authority will now be checkmating the local councils now? And again, I think it can be inform ourselves that it can be unfair for the federal government to have arrived. The federal government to have put this thing in their prayer that totally remove the State House of Assembly from having or making law that will interfere with the funds or authority of the local council. It can be inferred that the local government election will no longer be conducted by the state government. it can be inferred that the local government election will be conducted by the local government council themselves now, as they will now be fully independent of state governors and we have their own funding. However, this is not explicitly stated. What I'm trying to say is that this is not explicitly stated in the provision or the provided information of the Supreme Court judgment. The Supreme Court did not state it. Who will be conducting the election of the local government areas or councils? But from the judgment, I think the government of the local government council will be conducting election by themselves, because they are now fully independent of the state governors, because they are having their funds. I think they should be able to fund their election. But it is not explicitly stated in the provision or the provided information of the Supreme Court judgment. And viewers at home, I think we should have our take about this. Is this a way forward, or a step behind for our government or local government council or state government or federal government? I think we need to put our head together to know where we are going in Nigeria. But as it is now, I think the local government now have power to govern themselves, to know what they are doing, because these local governments is the government that is very closer to the people, the grassroots. They know the pains, they know and the aggregation of the people at the grassroots in terms of agriculture, so that Nigeria will be producing something, so that we can be producing what we eat. We no longer be importing everything to the country. I think that will solve some problem about full security.
Shows the latest bits.